Hey church, my name is Joseph Carlson, director of our production and communications team, and it's my privilege to bring you today's Daily Hope Devotional. Now, our 3-year Bible reading plan has us in Leviticus chapter 3, and bear with me, it is actually really cool and encouraging. I know most of us probably don't get that excited about the idea of studying an ancient sacrificial system in its minutiae. It can seem really distant or even barbaric to us. But if we slow down and pay attention, we realize that it's actually painting for us this beautiful picture about how God is caring practically for his people. Keep in mind that Israel had just been liberated from over 400 years of life and enslavement in Egypt. And we think of that as, oh, that's miraculous and it's amazing, it's so exciting, which it was. And man, that must have been terrifying. They've taken a leap into the unknown. Everything that they had grown accustomed to has been stripped away. The rhythms, the routines, much like you and I right now. And they're facing kind of an unknown, chaotic future. Into that, God gives them this book of Leviticus. The point of it is it's how they shape and form their community life together. It instructs them on how to eat and worship, what God considers justice, what he doesn't, all for the purpose of bringing new identity to Israel as a community and keeping them in intimate relationship with God, which is so cool. Chapter 3, actually, what we're studying, focuses in on the peace or fellowship offering. This doesn't have anything to do with atoning for sin like we normally think of. It's the third offering in Leviticus, and its intention is for when the Israelite community wanted to come and to celebrate and enjoy the peace and the relationship that they had with God, and the freedom to worship him by offering the very best parts of their animals. A cool thing about this offering that I loved was that it basically was the creation of a feast and a meal. Because, see, the choicest parts, the internal organs, the fats, all that would be offered by the priestly class to God on the altar. But see, the priest would also get a section of it, which they would eat. And then the family that was bringing the lamb or the goat, they would get some as well. And they would all eat together. So one of the very first things that God does in Leviticus, it says, hey, I value and I care sharing a meal with you to enjoy one another's presence. That is such a cool thought. And something that we see in the New Testament too. Think about all the times that Jesus shared a meal with people or with his disciples. Think about when we take communion. What is that? I mean, it's a mini feast. That's what it's supposed to be. A mini feast celebrating and enjoying the peace and the communion that we have with God. God is a God who cares about things like how and what you eat, with whom you eat it. He cares for your practical needs. He wants to bring his presence and his order into the chaos of our world, into the uncertainty of the future, in ways big and little. So I pray that today you would think about your food maybe a little bit differently, and that you would enjoy it deeply, laugh well, make good food, share it with your family, and be grateful. God is a good God. I hope you have a wonderful day.